Hello, this is Jingjie and here is my audience. Okay, let's begin. So, what's the point of learning in STEM classes? It's boring, it's difficult. You will never use those knowledge in your life. You might heard of these ideas from someone else, or you might have thought about these ideas by yourself. Indeed, these are some disapproving voices nowadays towards STEM education. However, as a student majoring in physics education, I think education is something everyone will go through at some point in their life. So it is crucial for us to develop a better understanding towards education, especially STEM education, so that we have a better attitude towards it and we'll learn knowledge and skills that we can use in the future that's beyond the scope of STEM field. And people's tendency to undervalue STEM education is one of the main reasons I choose to have a discussion with you today. And today I will base my argument on three main points, which are reasons behind these common misconceptions, the real purpose of STEM education in STEM educators' eyes, and the fact that skills gained from STEM education are highly appreciated no matter inside or outside of the STEM field. So as a matter of fact, according to the research conducted by Brian Kennedy and his peers, they found that 52% of US adults said STEM courses are too hard. 23% said they're not useful for their careers. 12% said they're too boring. So these views are all valid if you only think STEM are what you need to prepare for a career. But what's the real reason behind people's opinions like this? So I think one of the major causes of these misunderstandings is the duration of STEM courses for students is too long. I finished my high school in New York State, so let's take New York State as example. For example, math classes in New York State, as Common Core adapted in New York State, students have to take math classes all the way through their high school junior year. The span of this learning period is too long, such that there are many events could occur during a student's learning experience. According to an editorial, "Who Says Math Has to Be Boring?" by the New York Times, students may have had teachers who do not have expertise in the courses they teach. The gap between continuous learning material may cause students longer time and harder for them to develop a continuous interest in the stuff they are learning. Eventually, the ideas such as "this is too hard" or "my teacher have no idea what they're talking about" might eventually emerge. And another reason behind these misconceptions is the inconsistency in classes students can choose to take. Again, let's take a look at New York State. According to New York State Education Department, the requirement for high school graduates in science courses is 3 among 4 common physical sciences, which are physics, chemistry, biology, and earth science. So some students only take the bare minimum to graduate, while there are other students take multiple AP classes to earn college credits. So you can imagine the difficulty when both students enter college and deal with the same level mandatory STEM courses. So eventually ideas like higher level STEM classes are only for smart kids will eventually occur. So now we have learned where this misunderstanding may have come from. Let's take a step back and think about the real purpose of STEM education, despite its difficulty or the amount of work you need to master the subject. The real purpose of STEM courses is to train students' critical thinking skills and problem-solving skills. In his article, "Why STEM? Success Starts with Critical Thinking, Problem-Solving Skills," Stephen DeAngelis mentioned that educating students in STEM subjects prepare students for life, regardless of the profession they chose to follow. Those subjects teach students how to think critically and how to solve problems. Students that they can take advantage of opportunities when they appear. Teach kids how to think critically and solve problems if we want them to succeed in life. This kind of success is not only limited to STEM fields. It could apply to any other fields. Take a degree in physics as an example. According to Elena Kowalski, students with a physics degree are likely to find jobs as business analyst, data analyst, engineer, patent attorney, physicist, programmer, project manager. As you can see, many careers that are not related to STEM also value people with solid STEM backgrounds. Some employees would rather hire those who have STEM backgrounds because they offer perspective nobody can think of. So in conclusion, we are all familiar with the saying that give a man a fish and you feed him a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Let more kids have the chance and access to learn STEM classes, not because they can learn as much as they can, but also they can learn how to solve problems and thinking critically. And this is James. Thank you for listening. And here's my audience again. All right.